Don Rickles, Richard Pryor.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Mel Brooks.
Hitler on ice!
They wouldn't exist today. Once upon a time, offended snowflakes, Americans actually had the fortitude and intelligence to respect their fellow citizens' First Amendment right, and your rhetoric lived or died by the sword of public acceptance. But today, the social justice warrior guillotine is wet with the blood of PC culture sacrifices. Recently, Scarlett Johansson dropped out of a role playing a transgender character due to PC backlash. Yet, according to the New York Post, the royalty of PC culture were offended for other reasons. Trace Lysett, a transgender actress who plays a transgender character on the Amazon series Transparent, didn't protest the casting of Johansson because the character was an insult to the transgender. Lysett was offended that Johansson was taking work from people like her. Lysett complained on Twitter that not only do you play us and steal our narrative and our opportunity, but you pat yourselves on the back with trophies and accolades for mimicking what we have lived. So twisted. I'm so done. Forget acting chops. Transgenders should get every role in Hollywood because of their sexual identity. That's straight up PC racketeering. And recently, Papa John's founder John Schnatter faced the PC mob after complaining during a conference call that KFC's Colonel Sanders used the N-word but never faced public criticism. Of course, Schnatter actually used the N-word.
You used the word. You tell us the regret. As soon as it came out, did you regret? What prompted the use?
They were promoting that kind of vocabulary, and they kept hitting it. I'm like, no, we're not going to go. We're not going to do that. That's not how that's not what we're about in our heart and soul at Papa John's. And they kept going. And I said, listen, so-and-so used the N-word. I don't use the N-word. We don't use the N-word, and we've never used the N-word. So that's dead in the conversation. They had another party that they wanted us to partner with. And this other party used that word a lot. And nothing against the other party, but I don't want to be part of that. And by the fourth or fifth pass, I just said no. You know, we're not going to be part of any such thing.
Papa John's CEO Steve Ritchie responded to the mob saying, "This past week was the hardest week in my 22 years with Papa John's. I know the words of John Schnatter were offensive, and nothing pains me more than knowing they hurt you. To be clear, those words in no way represent my views or the values of our company. As the leader of Papa John's, I'm sorry, racism and insensitive language, no matter the context, will not be tolerated at any level of our company, period." Ritchie ignored that Schnatter was simply making a point, but the adults in the room were nowhere to be found. We all know why Schnatter is in the hot seat. He's a Trump supporter. But it's fine with the blood-drenched PC culture mob if every other word used by the now dominant music genre of rap is the N-word. No problem there, just complete totalitarian, politically correct hypocrisy. John Bound reporting.